How to draw angle given in radians? Well, it was surprising when I was asked this question, and it's really shocking to see that there is nothing available to us to draw angles for given radians. Well, you do have a protractor in the market, that round thing, a shape of a D, right? And with that D you can draw all the angles given in degrees. But we don't have anything for radians, right? I don't know how Egyptians used to do it in those days. What kind of instrument did they ever use? Well, here let's try to do it ourselves. Since we don't have anything, let's try to figure out how to draw angles when given radians. Okay, let's start like this. Let's make our own D, right? That's the best way to do. So we'll make our own D this time. So, okay, here we are. So that's our coordinate plane, and as you know in degrees, similar is in radians, in the way that we start from this side, and here we have 0, and then it goes like this, and then we have a pi here. So in degrees it is 0 to 180 degrees, and then full circle is 360, right? So 360 is kind of 0, right? So we write 0 to 180 for degrees, and then it comes to 360, which is kind of 0, right? 2 pi. So in this case of radians, we go from 0 to pi, and then it makes it 2 pi, right? So 2 pi is like equals to 0 degrees for us. It's like one full circle, right? For the time being, we'll put 0 here and pi here. Fortunately for us, all the problems being asked, they have radians in pi, and that's good, because pi can be divided into equal parts, and then we can get our angle. So let's start with angle like, let's try to draw 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4, okay? 3 pi by 4 gives us like an idea of we want to divide the pi into pi by fourths, okay? So this is our pi. Fourths means this is half. This is like, say, let me write this as pi by 2, correct? And so if we divide that into half, we get pi by 4. So let's do it, okay? We go exactly like this, and so we have pi by 4 here. Okay, similarly, we'll divide this part also exactly like this here, correct? And so we have another pi by 4 here. So it becomes 1 pi by 4, 2 pi by 4, and this becomes 3 pi by 4. And then this should be 4 pi by 4. Is it okay? If I write 4 pi by 4, 4 cancels, we land with pi, correct? So that's perfectly fine. Let me divide these coordinates also like pi by 4s, right? Let me extend these lines here. So that 3 pi by 4 is how much? So we say 1, 2, and 3. So this is our 3 pi by 4. Perfect. Okay. How about 7 pi by 4? Okay. So if we have to go for 7 pi by 4, then what? We say 7 pi by 4. So we know 1 pi by 4 is this much. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that makes 7 pi by 4. Correct. If we go one more, it becomes 8 pi by 4. 8 pi by 4 is 2 pi. That's perfect. So it is very accurate representation of angle in radians. Wow. Well, pi by 4 was easy. Could we make something like, let's say 5 pi by 8? 5 pi by 8. So let's think. Pi by 8 means I have to divide further pi by 4 into half. So if I do that, let's say this is my pi by 4 into half. So that becomes my pi by 8, correct? So let me divide all those pi by 4s into halves. Correct? So basically I'm dividing my angles and all these into halves, right? So I'm getting 1/8. It's like slicing your pizza into smaller pieces. So if I say 5 pi by 8, that means what? 1 pi by 8, 2 pi by 8, 3 pi by 8, 4 pi by 8, 5 pi by 8. So this becomes my 5 pi by 8. That's how simple it is, correct? So if I go full round, like this, how many 8s will I have? 16. 8 here and 8 here, right? So this will be how much? This will be 15 pi by 8. 1 less than 16, correct? So similarly, as we had 7 pi by 8, 1 less than 8. So that is how you could draw very accurately your radians, right? You could go pi by 16, right? Pi by 32, pi by 64, and just make your own D or protector in radians, correct? Let me show you one more now. Here we did pi by 4s and those multiples and divided those into sections of 4s, right? By 4ths. Now we will do one by pi by 3 and things like that, okay? Let me just push this sheet further here so that we get more space, and let me draw some. This time, let's say we want to draw 5 pi by 6. How to draw 5 pi by 6? 5 pi by 6. Okay, that means we need pi by 6, right? Our pi is 0 here and pi here. To divide it into 6 equal parts, what should I do? I could do 3 here and 3 here. So let's do that. So we'll divide this into 3 equal parts. We say this is my first part, second and third. So I got 3 equal parts. Similarly, I'll do it here, right? And here. Similarly, I can extend this on these two quadrants also. So quadrant 3 and 4 have also been divided into sixth of a pi, correct? Now you want 5 pi by 6? Easy. 1 pi by 6, 2 pi by 6, 3 pi by 6, 4 pi by 6, and this one is 5 pi by 6. Do you see that? 6 pi by 6 means pi. This is 7 pi by 6, correct? 8 pi by 6, 9 pi by 6, 10 pi by 6. Total should be 12, and this is 11 pi by 6. So we got sixth of a pi, correct? Okay, now how to do pi by 3? Pi by 3 means 2 of pi by 6, right? So this is pi by 3 each. Do you see that? This one is pi by 3, correct? 1 pi by 3, and this is 2 pi by 3, correct? And this of course will be 3 pi by 3, correct? 3 pi by 3 is pi. 4 pi by 3 will be this one, correct? And then 5 pi by 3 will be, leave 1, this one. 5 pi by 3, and this will be 6 pi by 3. So you could divide into angles of pi by 2, pi by 4, pi by 6, pi by 3, any number, right? So it's so convenient to draw, correct? You see how to draw angles with given radians? It's so simple. I hope now you will not have problem, nor will you look for any protector or an instrument to draw all this. It can be done so easily, correct? Just divide your pi into equal parts and then you know how much to take. Good. I hope you learned the technique and now you won't be afraid of dealing with radians. Thank you.